Hello, this is John at Whitechapel Memorial Park Cemetery, and we're out here today with our annual event. On every Memorial Day weekend, we have the Birmingham Band Concert, and this year it rained a little bit, so we're all under the tent, which made it a little more intimate this year instead of them on the stage and us on the tent. But it turned out wonderful. Have a lot of Patriots out here today, and it stopped raining, so we appreciate that. And tomorrow we have our polar bear celebration. So we're glad that everybody joined us today, and God bless America. Yeah, that'll give you a little load. So you're helping Mom today?
Yeah. It was very close.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for enduring the rain and the storm here. We hope you enjoyed this concert. The program of patriotic songs entitled Songs of Freedom and Remembrance will be performed once again by the Birmingham Concert Band with Music Director Emeritus Grant Humke conducting. As always, our Masters of Ceremony and vocal soloists will be Davis Gloff. We here at Whitechapel would like to thank the Birmingham Concert Band, Grant Humke and Davis Gloff for their participation and valued contribution year after year in honoring our fallen heroes this weekend. We'd like everyone to please note that tomorrow Whitechapel will be hosting the 90th annual Memorial Day service in honor of those who have died for our country, with a special tribute to the World War I polar bear soldiers. This year marks the 100th anniversary when over 5,000 soldiers, mostly from Michigan and mostly from Detroit area, came home from Russia, where they fought the Bolsheviks from the fall of 1918 to the late spring of 1919. There will be a special detail from the 334th Training Support Battalion of the U.S. Army Reserves and special guest speakers. I encourage you to attend tomorrow's ceremony at 11 a.m. in front of the dedicated historic landmark, the Polar Bear Memorial, which is right behind me. That way. This weekend is to remember the fallen heroes who gave their lives for their country and for our freedoms. This concert is dedicated to them. May we remember the true meaning of Memorial Day as we enjoy this concert and remember the service and sacrifice of all who have served and died in the defense of our country. May God bless our fallen heroes, comfort their families, and may God bless all of our veterans, our active servicemen and women, and their families. Once again, on behalf of Whitechapel Memorial Park Cemetery and the Birmingham Concert Band, thank you for coming and enjoy the concert.
Thank you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Would you stand as you are able, and would you please rise to join with the Birmingham Concert Band in honoring America with the playing and singing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. This is the 21st year that we have done this concert, the Birmingham Concert Band and Grant Henke. And I'm Davis Gloff, and it is my pleasure to once again serve as your Master of Ceremonies for today's concert. Today's program, as we said, is entitled Songs of Freedom and Remembrance, as we pay tribute this day through music to those who have sacrificed so much in defense of the liberty and freedom that we all enjoy as Americans. Even though we just sang our national anthem, we can reflect for a moment on what we are singing about. Three colors represent sacrifice of men who spent life and lives and colors fast. You, I in freedom see, colors fast in liberty. Red blood, bravery spills, young patriot lives. White, righteous purity, under God's sovereignty. Blue, true to allegiance, prevails American justice, American flag of liberty. Red, white stripes, 13, white stars against a blue sky. Our national emblem waves, freely flies in an open sky. It is now my honor to bring you Lincoln's words once again, accompanied by the music of John Williams, written for the movie Lincoln. Years ago, our fathers set forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives so that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate. We cannot consecrate. We cannot have all this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will live on the our culture will dictate the stupendous facilities we let me trust and prosperity. But it is clear to many that war will find this generation's coming of age. On December 7th, 1941, a day that lives in infamy, Pearl Harbor was attacked. The news spread like wildfire across the radio waves, changing the lives of all who heard it. America mobilized like no society in history had ever done. In the weeks that followed, we sent our youth from all walks of life around the world in both directions, not to conquer, but to liberate. Farmers, truck drivers, miners, lawyers, and teachers from every ethnic background and religion. The world on June 6, 1944, in the largest amphibious invasion in history, with Pearl Harbor as the beginning and the beaches of Normandy as the beginning of the end. This noble generation rode to heights not seen before or since. United in purpose and passion for a greater world. A world in which you fought, dreamed, and shared with the generations to follow. Lift your hearts as we salute you, our heroes, America's greatest generation. Please. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Well, it looks like the rain has stopped. As I was talking to Dave Kroll just before the con, Dave Kroll is the vice president, senior vice president here at Whitechapel, and he said, well, we're going to do what they do in the military. We're going to improvise, adapt, and overcome. And now, in what is a tradition for this Whitechapel Memorial Day concert, we once again pay special tribute to all those who have so gallantly served our nation in the armed forces, as we invite those of you who have served and the spouses of those who have served to stand as you are able as the band plays and I sing each of our armed forces songs. So when you hear your anthem, your song, please stand. The gentlemen are going to be waiting around here to give you a thank you carnation. And we also invite anyone with a family member currently defending our nations in the armed forces to proudly stand in their place and be recognized as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Loudon's The Armed Forces Salute. Over dale, we have hit the dusty trail, and the way from the window down. Country march, and the march, with a long motor shot, and the take from the rolling down. For it's high, high beat, in the field of Illinois, shout out from the valley song, and wherever you go, you will always know that those big songs are rolling along. Thank you. We're always ready for the call. We place our trust in Thee. Through wind and storm and howling gale, I shall ever speak. Send the prophets of God. Memorial Day happens in the spring, a time of rebirth, renewal, and hope for the future. President Benjamin Harrison once said, "I've never been able to think of the day as one of mourning. I've never quite been able to feel that half-masted flags were appropriate on Memorial Day. I've rather felt that the flag should be at the peak, because those whose dying we commemorate rejoiced in seeing it where their valor placed it. We honor them in a joyous, thankful, triumphant commemoration of what they did. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, it is my very great pleasure to introduce to you the newly appointed 5th music director and conductor of the Birmingham Concert Band, Mr. Patrick Jensen. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium. As we listen to the Hollies of Spring, perhaps it'll help to keep this following thought in mind. Don't weep at my grave, for I am not there. I've a date with a butterfly to dance in the air. I'll be singing in the sunshine, wild and free, playing tag with the wind while I'm waiting for thee.